I wanted to talk to you about respect towards women, especially when they're not around. Recently, I was standing in a car park with a friend and his friend, and we were talking. A woman walked past, clearly attractive, and this other guy immediately started commenting on her body, making some sexual jokes. He was loud, nasty, it was generally unpleasant, like she was an object put there only for his entertainment. I did not turn around, I did not look, I did not engage. I just stayed present with what actually mattered to me in that moment. And at some point, they looked at me, probably expecting maybe a little bit of a laugh or some kind of approval. And I just calmly said, I'm focusing my energy on what's really important to me right now. And that was enough to silence them. But here's the honest part. I thought I've stopped the situation, and I did, but I wish I had gone a little bit further. I wish I had actually challenged it, even if that would mean tension, even if that meant conflict. And that's one of those little learnings from this particular situation that happened last time. And this is where man's responsibility really begins. So often something like this happens and it feels uncomfortable inside, but we just decide to stay quiet. We wait for it to pass. We tell ourselves it's not worth awkwardness, it's not our job, it's not worth risking a friendship. But avoiding conflict is not the same thing as having an integrity. So after that happened, I shared this story with a few close male friends, and this actually turned into 3 hours conversation, very intense and very interesting. Not just about moments like that, but about how men speak about women when they're not present. How often men speak badly about their ex-partners. How casually some objectify colleagues at work. And stories like that just came up from the past. Moments they had been, really looked into before. And at some point, someone said, I'm not his father. Why should I tell this another grown man that he's doing something wrong? And well, it's an honest question. But we are not here to parent each other, but we are responsible for the standards we allow in the space we are standing. And that's the very important piece. And this happens far more often than we would like to admit, in jokes, in groups, in chats, offices, especially usual casual conversation framed as harmless humor, fueled by alcohol very often. And it keeps happening not because all men agree with it, but because many decent men just stay quiet. And there's another layer to this. When men objectify women like this, when our attention is scattered and sexualized in public, something is leaking. Our masculine energy is actually leaking. And if we do not realize it, the attention is being taken away from somewhere else. It's usually taken from our partners, from our families, from the people we actually say we are really committed to. Where we place our attention really matters. A man who cannot regulate his gaze, his words, or his impulses, he's just simply not free. He is reactive, and over time, this shows up at home in intimacy that feels thinner, in connections that just feels weaker. And this is not about just being perfect. It's about consciousness. Every time we casually objectify women, we practice disconnection from ourselves and from the people we actually truly and genuinely love. So speaking up is not about superiority, but it's just simply alignment with ourselves and people around us. Sometimes that means challenging someone directly. Sometimes it means not participating at all. But either way, it starts with taking responsibility for our own attention and for our own actions in this matter. Because what we tolerate and when we place our energy quietly shapes the men we become.